By the 1980s, Benjelia, who adopted the name Baba Vanga, had given thousands of accurate predictions and gained a reputation as the Nostradamus of the Balkans.
By the 1980s, Baba Vanga, often called the Nostradamus of the Balkans, had gained worldwide attention for her eerily accurate predictions. The blind mystic claimed she could see a person's entire life as if watching a movie, from birth to death, unfolding before her mind's eye. Among her many prophecies, she left a chilling warning about 2025, one that has sparked global curiosity and concern. Could the events of 2025 alter humanity's existence forever? Baba Vanga foresaw a major energy crisis, pushing humanity to seek solutions beyond Earth, even turning to Venus. She predicted a deadly conflict that could shake Europe to its core, and the rise of extraordinary human abilities like telepathy. As strange and unsettling as these visions sound, her past accuracy has many asking, could these predictions for 2025 come true? And what would they mean for our future? Let's unravel the mystery behind Baba Vanga's startling warnings.
For centuries, seers and prophets have come forward, offering dramatic visions of mankind's destiny. But what happens when the predictions turn deadly?
Join us as we unravel Baba Vanga's mysterious warnings for 2025 and explore their profound implications. Baba Vanga, often referred to as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, left behind a legacy of enigmatic predictions that continue to intrigue and unsettle people worldwide. Among her most alarming prophecies for the year 2025 are the forewarnings of an asleep pandemic, an assassination attempt on a prominent leader, catastrophic natural disasters, and even messages from extraterrestrial beings. The asleep pandemic. One of the most unsettling predictions attributed to Baba Vanga is the emergence of an asleep pandemic. She described a mysterious illness that could sweep across the globe, causing individuals to fall into a sudden, unexplained state of sleep. Victims, according to her vision, would lapse into a coma-like condition, unable to awaken for days, weeks, or even longer. The societal ramifications of such an event are almost unimaginable. How would governments, healthcare systems, and families cope if millions of people suddenly fell into prolonged sleep? Some interpretations of this eerie prophecy suggest a connection to neurological disorders or the emergence of an unknown virus. Others view it as a symbolic warning about the chronic exhaustion and burnout stemming from modern society's over-reliance on technology and relentless pace of life. Whatever the truth, Baba Vanga's vision raises chilling questions. Could such a pandemic actually happen? And if it did, would humanity be prepared to face its devastating consequences? The assassination of Vladimir Putin. Another shocking prediction involves the assassination of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Baba Vanga reportedly foresaw a dramatic attempt on Putin's life, orchestrated by someone from within his own country. This prophecy has ignited intrigue and speculation, particularly given Russia's ongoing geopolitical tensions and internal power struggles. The blind Bulgarian mystic is often credited with accurately predicting major world events, such as the September 11th attacks and the Kursk submarine disaster. Whether or not her foresight is genuinely prophetic, her 2025 forecast about Putin's assassination continues to fuel debates. Could an insider's betrayal alter the course of Russian and global politics? Or is this merely another cryptic tale tied to Baba Vanga's enigmatic legacy? Only time will reveal the truth as the year unfolds. Conflict in mainland Europe. Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 also include a major conflict erupting in mainland Europe. She foresaw escalating tensions between nations, leading to devastating consequences for the population. With the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine showing no signs of resolution, many interpret her vision as a warning of broader upheaval that could engulf the continent. Could new powers become involved? Or might dormant hostilities resurface to plunge Europe into chaos? Her prophecies often align uncannily with real-world events, leaving many to speculate on the future of Europe. If her vision holds any truth, the stability of the continent could be at grave risk, with catastrophic impacts on political alliances, economies, and civilian life. Is Europe truly on the brink of unprecedented turmoil, as Baba Vanga's prophecy suggests? A catastrophic earthquake in the United States. Among her forewarnings, Baba Vanga also predicted a catastrophic earthquake in the United States. While she did not specify the location or timing, her followers believe this prophecy may relate to heightened seismic activity in the country. The United States is home to numerous fault lines, including the infamous San Andreas Fault in California, making the possibility of a massive earthquake a genuine concern. If her prophecy were to come to pass, the consequences could be devastating widespread loss of life, extensive property damage, and significant economic fallout. This vision has heightened fears, particularly when paired with her other predictions of natural disasters and global turmoil for 2025. Although skeptics dismiss her warnings, the potential for such an event remains a stark reality. Messages from space. One of Baba Vanga's more intriguing predictions involves humanity receiving messages from space. She claimed that in 2025, extraterrestrial beings might attempt to communicate with Earth, potentially during a major global event, such as the Super Bowl or Wimbledon. This prophecy has stirred a mix of excitement and apprehension. Could such communication signify a new era of universal connection, or might it herald unknown dangers? Her vision aligns with humanity's ongoing exploration of space and the search for intelligent life. If extraterrestrial contact were to occur, it could forever change our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Whether this prediction is literal or symbolic, it challenges us to confront profound questions about the cosmos and our readiness to engage with the unknown. Terrorist attacks in Europe. Another grim forecast for 2025 involves coordinated terrorist attacks targeting major cities across Europe. Baba Vanga's vision suggested a wave of violence that could reshape the continent's political and social landscape. Given the current state of global unrest, this prophecy feels alarmingly plausible. Europe has faced numerous terrorist threats in recent years, but Baba Vanga's prediction implies a scale of devastation previously unseen. Such events could lead to heightened security measures, strained international relations, and a pervasive sense of fear among the population. While the specifics of her vision remain unclear, the possibility of such an outcome cannot be ignored. A mysterious tsunami in Asia. Baba Vanga also foresaw a mysterious tsunami striking Asia in 2025. Unlike traditional tsunamis triggered by earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, this event is described as originating from an unknown or unexpected force. Such a phenomenon could leave scientists baffled and cause massive destruction across coastal regions. The prospect of an enigmatic tsunami raises questions about the limits of our scientific understanding. Could this prediction point to an event beyond current knowledge, or might it symbolize the unpredictability of nature? Either way, the potential impact of such a disaster underscores the importance of vigilance and preparedness. The broader implications. Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 span a wide range of topics, from pandemics and political upheavals to natural disasters and cosmic mysteries. While her prophecies are met with both belief and skepticism, they undeniably provoke deep reflection on humanity's future. Whether seen as literal warnings or symbolic messages, her visions challenge us to consider our resilience, preparedness, and the enigmatic possibilities that lie ahead. Could the asleep pandemic become a reality? Would an assassination attempt on a world leader reshape geopolitics? Is Europe on the verge of conflict and terror, and might Asia face an unexplainable disaster? Finally, are we ready to confront the possibility of communication from beyond our planet? As we approach 2025, these questions remain unanswered. Baba Vanga's legacy endures, urging us to stay alert to the uncertainties of our time and the profound mysteries of the future. AI-driven social engineering and cybercrime. One of the most alarming developments in recent years is the rise of AI-driven social engineering attacks. Cybercriminals are using AI to craft highly convincing scams that are almost indistinguishable from legitimate communications. These scams often trick unsuspecting victims into divulging sensitive information, such as login credentials or financial details, or even granting access to their systems. The sophistication of these attacks makes them particularly difficult to detect and prevent. Adding to this concern is the surge in ransomware attacks. Cybercriminals have become more targeted and strategic, often focusing on high-profile organizations. These attacks involve encrypting the victim's data and demanding a ransom for its release, leading to significant financial and operational disruptions. The increasing frequency and precision of these campaigns highlight the growing threat posed by cybercriminals, who now exploit advanced tools such as zero-day vulnerabilities and advanced persistent threats, APTs. Zero-day exploits are vulnerabilities in software that are unknown to the vendor and therefore unpatched. APTs involve prolonged and targeted cyber attacks, often orchestrated by highly skilled and well-funded groups. These threats can go undetected for months, allowing attackers to infiltrate and extract valuable data unnoticed. Imagine being under attack for an extended period without even realizing it. The potential damage is catastrophic. The Internet of Things, IoT, further complicates the issue. The menace of unethical surveillance. Just as cybercrime presents a formidable challenge, the rise of unethical surveillance poses an equally chilling threat. Technological advancements have made it easier than ever for entities to monitor individuals' activities without their consent. Facial recognition systems, data collection tools, and AI-powered analytics have become widespread, offering both legitimate uses and opportunities for misuse. While these technologies can enhance security and public safety, their unethical application can lead to significant privacy violations and abuses of power. The interconnected nature of today's digital devices enables the collection of vast amounts of personal data without the user's knowledge or permission. This data can be exploited to track individuals' movements, preferences, and behaviors, effectively erasing any semblance of privacy. The misuse of surveillance technology also raises broader societal concerns. In the wrong hands, these tools can be used to suppress dissent, manipulate public opinion, or engage in discriminatory practices. The potential for abuse underscores the need for stringent regulations and ethical oversight to ensure these technologies are used responsibly. A cure for cancer. The prospect of finding a cure for cancer has long been a dream for scientists and patients alike. Baba Vanga, a renowned clairvoyant, predicted that by 2024, a cure for cancer would be discovered through the power of quantum computing. While predictions should be approached with skepticism, advancements in medical research lend credibility to this possibility. Current breakthroughs, such as immunotherapy and targeted therapies, have already revolutionized cancer treatment. Immunotherapy harnesses the body's immune system to recognize and destroy cancer cells, while targeted therapies disrupt specific molecular processes critical to cancer cell growth. Gene therapy and liquid biopsies further enhance early detection and personalized treatment plans. Quantum computing, with its ability to process vast amounts of data and perform complex calculations, could accelerate drug discovery, optimize treatment protocols, and deepen our understanding of cancer biology. If a definitive cure is found, it would mark a monumental achievement in medical science and a significant relief for millions worldwide. Hope for Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease, a chronic and debilitating condition, has remained one of the most challenging medical puzzles. Baba Vanga also predicted that 2024 would bring a cure for this devastating illness. Alzheimer's affects millions globally, with over 55 million people living with dementia as of 2020. This number is expected to rise sharply, reaching 78 million by 2030 and 139 million by 2030-2050. The disease is a leading cause of death among seniors, claiming more lives than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. Recent advancements in neuroscience and biotechnology offer hope. Researchers are exploring novel approaches, such as targeting amyloid plaques and tau proteins, which are hallmarks of Alzheimer's. Emerging therapies, combined with early detection methods like brain imaging and biomarkers, could pave the way for more effective treatments and, eventually, a cure. The looming threat of climate change. While medical advancements bring hope, the looming threat of climate change continues to cast a shadow over humanity. Baba Vanga's prediction of severe climate changes in 2024 aligns with the scientific consensus on global warming and its devastating consequences. Human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation have accelerated climate change, resulting in rising global temperatures. The melting of polar ice caps leads to rising sea levels, increasing the risk of coastal flooding. Warmer ocean temperatures fuel the formation of powerful hurricanes and tornadoes, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. Natural disasters, such as tsunamis and earthquakes, are also exacerbated by changing climate patterns. The solar storm of 2024, a modern catastrophe. Baba Vanga's prediction of a severe solar storm in 2024 has raised alarm among scientists and futurists alike. Solar storms occur when the sun releases massive bursts of energy, including electrical charges, magnetic fields, and radiation, into space. While Earth's magnetic field usually provides a protective shield against these disruptions, a particularly powerful storm could have far-reaching and catastrophic consequences. If the predicted solar storm materializes, it could disrupt modern technology and infrastructure on an unprecedented scale. Power grids might experience widespread blackouts as solar radiation overwhelms electrical systems, plunging entire regions into darkness. Communication networks, satellite operations, and navigation systems could falter, leading to chaos in transportation, commerce, and emergency response. A shift in Earth's orbit. Unthinkable consequences. The Earth's orbit around the Sun is a stable elliptical path that ensures the planet receives the right amount of sunlight to sustain life. Baba Vanga's prediction of a significant disruption to this orbit is one of her most alarming prophecies. Even a slight alteration could have catastrophic consequences for the planet and its inhabitants. If the Earth moved closer to the Sun, it would absorb significantly more solar energy, leading to extreme global warming. This scenario could exacerbate climate change, triggering a cascade of environmental disasters. Weather patterns would become increasingly erratic, with intensified storms, prolonged droughts, and disrupted rainfall and snowfall cycles. Coastal regions would face rising sea levels and severe flooding, threatening the livelihoods of millions. Conversely, if the Earth moved farther from the Sun, global temperatures would plummet, potentially plunging the planet into a new ice age. Either scenario would have dire consequences for agriculture, biodiversity, and human survival. First contact with alien life, a turning point for humanity. One of Baba Vanga's most intriguing predictions for 2024 is humanity's first contact with extraterrestrial life. Although such claims have often been dismissed as science fiction, recent developments in space exploration and astrobiology lend a measure of credibility to this prophecy. In recent years, governments and organizations like NASA have released information about unidentified flying objects, UFOs, reigniting interest in the possibility of alien life. Meanwhile, the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, has been instrumental in studying exoplanets, distant worlds orbiting stars outside our solar system. One promising candidate is K218b, an exoplanet approximately 8.6 times the mass of Earth. Scientists believe this planet may have oceans and an atmosphere rich in hydrogen, with traces of dimethyl sulfide, a molecule associated with biological activity on Earth. Astrophysicists suggest that groundbreaking discoveries could soon reveal biosignatures, chemical markers indicative of life, in the atmospheres of distant planets. If confirmed, the rise of artificial intelligence promise in peril. The rapid advancement of artificial intelligence, AI, is another of Baba Vanga's predictions for 2024. AI is already transforming industries and reshaping how we live and work, from virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa to self-driving cars and personalized medicine. Baba Vanga's prophecy suggests that AI will become even more pervasive, with profound implications for society. The potential benefits of AI are vast. In healthcare, AI-powered diagnostic tools could detect diseases earlier and more accurately, while personalized treatment plans could improve patient outcomes. In education, AI could provide tailored learning experiences, helping students of all abilities achieve their potential. In transportation, autonomous vehicles promise to reduce accidents and improve efficiency. However, the rapid rise of AI also raises significant ethical and societal concerns. Privacy and security are major issues, as AI systems collect and analyze vast amounts of personal data. Biases embedded in AI algorithms could lead to unfair outcomes in areas such as hiring, lending, and law enforcement. The increasing reliance on AI for decision-making in critical sectors poses challenges to accountability and transparency. The impact of AI on the job market is another contentious issue. While AI may create new opportunities in industries, it could also displace millions of workers, forcing them to acquire new skills to remain competitive in an AI-driven economy. Striking a balance between innovation and ethical considerations will be crucial as AI continues to evolve.
Surely you all have a question that is, can people really see the future? It is difficult to answer this question accurately, but throughout human history there have been many outstanding individuals who were able to foresee part of humanity's future. Prophecies always make people panic today. We're going to explore this year's prophecies from two of the most renowned prophets, Nostradamus and Baba Vanga. These prominent seers have foretold catastrophic scenarios for 2024, ranging from wars and natural disasters to economic crises that are said to unfold. A scary scenario awaits us in 2024. What prophecies have been fulfilled and will be fulfilled? Join us in this video when we reveal all the terrifying truths about what Nostradamus and Baba Vanga have predicted.
We are Jesus' eternal aura. In today's video, you will have appropriate answers to all the questions above. Before you know what happened, subscribe to the channel, like this video.
Baba Vanga predictions. Her real name is Vangelia Pandeva Gushtarova. She passed away in 1996 at 84 years old and supposedly predicted events that shocked the world and even predicted her death. Originally from Bulgaria, the clairvoyant believed she gained her powers during a terrible storm, which led to her losing her sight at age 12. Since then, Baba has made predictions about a range of historic events. Baba Vanga is the name that terrifies humanity because of her prophecies. People worldwide are still interested and confused by these mysterious predictions, which cover a wide range of global events and phenomena. The blind psychic passed away in 1996, but left behind various predictions that have come true in the years following her death. For 2024, Baba Vanga has some predictions in store, with some equally as terrifying as those of the past. First, she claimed the world would face an economic crisis this year, and now the UK and Japan are grappling with just that. The Office of National Statistics confirmed that GDP fell by a larger than expected 0.3% In the 3 months to December in the UK, this is a result of a decline in all main sectors of the economy and collapses in retail sales in Japan. The yen is currently at an all-time 34-year low, weakening to 51.97 against the US dollar. The country has now moved down to 4th position in global standings, being overtaken by Germany in 3rd. Baba Vanga's forecast of a major economic crisis impacting the global economy in 2024 raises concerns about the interconnectedness of geopolitical events and financial stability. Then predictions of political upheavals and dangers are not limited to one area, indicating Vanga's vision of global tension talked about Putin in danger and European trials of the political upheavals as a result of the Russia and Ukraine war. Baba Vanga has predicted the assassination of Russian President Vladimir Putin. This prediction gains particular significance following a recent tragic event in Moscow that has shocked the world. The recent terrorist attack in Moscow, which claimed the lives of 133 individuals and left many more wounded, has sent shockwaves across Russia and beyond. President Putin addressed the nation acknowledging the severity of the attack and vowing to pursue those responsible for organizing the attack, which occurred across City Hall during a rock concert. Marked one of the deadliest terrorist incidents in Moscow in over 2 decades, the tragedy has reignited concerns about security and terrorism in the region, prompting heightened vigilance and security measures while authorities have detained suspects linked to the attack, including individuals with alleged ties to extremist groups. Questions linger about the motives and origins of the speculation, and conspiracy theories have emerged, with some suggesting possible connections to larger geopolitical tensions and conflicts against this backdrop. Baba Vanga's prediction about a rise in terrorist attacks in Europe takes on added significance. Her mention of a big country conducting biological weapons tests or attacks adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing discussions about global security. Baba Vanga warned of increased terrorist activities in Europe and hinted at the possibility of a major country engaging in biological weapons testing or launching attacks presently. The Israel-Hamas conflict and Russia's invasion of Ukraine remain prominent issues because the balance of international power has changed in China. Rising as many people think, or is Russia declining rapidly, might be China's development cannot make up for Russia's decline, so the power to balance the West is gradually becoming weaker. There are more and more democratic countries, and their power is getting stronger, such as Eastern Europe and India. NATO is gradually expanding eastward and has a pattern of encircling. China is also taking shape. Many territorial disputes between Russia and China are being unearthed from history. Russia's rule over Tatars, Cheta, and many other ethnic states in the southwest, and China's rule over East Turkestan, Tibet, Southern Mongolia, and Hong Kong are becoming less and less recognized by the world. The aftermath of the Moscow attack could potentially exacerbate existing economic challenges, leading to further uncertainty and volatility. Cyber attacks may be among the most impressive of Baba Vanga's predictions, since the internet was still in its very early stages when she passed away in 1996. The mystic predicted hackers would increase their attacks, especially against vital infrastructure, thus possibly creating security dangers worldwide. Most recently, the telecommunications giant AT&T recently announced a dataset found on the dark web containing information including some social security numbers and passcodes for about 7.6 million current and 65.4 million former account holders. Whether the data originated from AT&T or one of its vendors is still unknown. The Dallas-based company noted, adding that it had launched an investigation into the incident. AT&T has also begun notifying customers whose personal information was compromised. Apple Meta and his all-disclosed cybersecurity attacks over the past 12 months, and with the explosive development of technology cyber attacks, will continue for a long time. The psychic's other prediction was that we would have drastic developments in healthcare. The mystic predicted that new cures for diseases like Alzheimer's and cancer will be invented this year. It sounds unbelievable, but nothing is impossible with the rapid development of World Medicine President Vladimir Putin. Recently said that Russian scientists are close to creating a vaccine for cancer that could soon be available to patients. He said we have reached a significant milestone in the development of cancer vaccines and next-generation immunomodulatory drugs. I hope that soon they will be effectively used as methods of individual therapy. However, he did not specify the types of cancer the proposed vaccines would target. Furthermore, recent developments have confirmed progress in the development of a lung cancer vaccine. The United Kingdom has allocated funding for 2 years of laboratory research and initial manufacturing of 3,000 doses for a DNA-based lung cancer vaccine as stated. In a press release from the University of Oxford, located in Oxford, England, it cannot be denied that the world will have a positive outlook for cancer patients, and we can fully expect that a miracle will happen in 2024. The prophetess had also foretold that there would be severe weather events and natural disasters this year. Global heat waves are happening 67% more often. According to a study in Science Advances, the study found the highest temperatures in the heat waves are warmer than 40 years ago, and the area under a heat dome is larger from 1979 to 1983. Global heat waves would last 8 days on average, but by 2016 to 2020, that was up to 12 days. The study said the World Meteorological Organization said there is a high probability that 2024 will be another record hot year. Nostradamus prediction. With the death of Queen Elizabeth, the Pope's abdication, the age of the Antichrist, the terrifying rise of AI, and nations becoming aggressive and bringing each other down. What is mentioned in the Bible almost once again suggests the accuracy of his predictions surprised the world. He is Nostradamus, the 16th century French astrologer. The lay prophet is said to be a secret book when recording Nostradamus's prophecies to this world. The more time passed, the more Nostradamus's prophecy was confirmed. Nostradamus was born in France in 153. He first worked as a physician and began his medical practice in the 1530s. Although he did so without a medical degree, he began making prophecies about 1547, and he published his prophecies in a book entitled Les Prophéties. He wrote his prophecies in quatrains, in 4 lines of rhyming verse. The quatrains were grouped in hundreds. Each set of 100 quatrains was called a century, also known as the Prophet of Doom, the 16th century. French philosopher is best known for his foreboding forecast this time. The Frenchman was credited with forecasting the powerful earthquake that rocked Japan on New Year's Day of 2024. Outlining his predictions for 2024, the oracle wrote, "The dry earth will become more parched, and there will be great floods." The psychic's followers reckoned that he could have been referring to the 7.5 magnitude tremor that struck the nation's western coast, killing 48 people, toppling buildings, and sparking 1 mm high tsunamis. According to reports, residents in coastal communities fled to higher ground as the waves battered the coast, sweeping houses and cars into the sea. Nostradamus's prediction was not the only harbinger of a seismic calamity. Over the summer, divers in Taiwan encountered an injured giant, or fish. The doomsday fish is said to be a sign of impending earthquakes. This superstition is based on Japanese mythology, which states that a plankton eater that lives below the ocean's surface will intentionally rise to the surface ahead of an incoming tremor. The legend is that if you see an oarfish doomsday fish, it is a warning sign from higher powers that disasters such as earthquakes are soon to occur. They reference the 2011 Fukushima earthquake and tsunami, which saw dozens of these alleged seagoing seismometers wash ashore in the 2 years. Preceding the catastrophe, psychic adherents also say that Nostradamus' dry Earth prediction could be referring to the ongoing climate crisis, which has spawned an uptick in droughts and fires worldwide here. He mentioned climate catastrophe, climate chaos has already begun, with cases of wildfires, flooding, and drought increasing around the globe in recent years, especially in 2023. But what's interesting is how he seems to have foreseen these apocalyptic events. All those centuries ago, he predicts the dry earth will grow more parched, and there will be great floods when it is seen elsewhere. He warns of storms leading to starvation and very great famine through pestiferous waves. He wrote Nostradamus and continued his prediction by predicting the farewell of Pope Francis. According to Nostradamus, we could be facing a year that could mean the farewell to Pope Francis, who at 87 years of age in 2024 has already gone through several health problems. The Pope had to skip the UN climate conference because of lung inflammation and breathing problems. Through the death of a very old pontiff, a Roman of good age will be elected of him. It will be said that he weakens his see, but long will he sit, and in biting activity, Nostradamus wrote, while the arrival of a younger, vigorous pope sounds like a good thing. Nostradamus immediately goes on to say that the new leader will weaken his see and that he will be pope for a long time. The exact meaning of weaken is, of course, open to debate. Does he mean the influence of the church will somehow lessen, or is some greater scandal on the way? Well, only time will tell. However, it's essential to note that his writings, particularly in Li, are written in a cryptic and metaphorical style that is open to various interpretations. Many of his quatrains are vague and can be applied to different events. The prophecy also predicted the confrontation between the U.S. and China. Joe Biden tried to thaw relations with China when he and Xi Jinping met in November 2023 to discuss Taiwan fentanyl and climate change. However, Nostradamus' predictions suggest it could have all been in vain in a verse that begins by describing combat and naval battle. He writes of how a red adversary will become pale with fear. Putting the great ocean in dread, the red adversary could refer to China given the color of their flag, and the references to naval conflict are eerie in light of the escalating discussion about the state of Taiwan, with the island located at the junction of the East and South China Seas. And this is certainly a conflict to avoid if China is the adversary in question, with Beijing boasting the largest navy on the planet. One of Nostradamus' predictions that shocked the world was related to the British royal family. It is known that there will be a king who will ascend the throne to succeed Charles, but it wasn't William, it was Harry. It's surprising, isn't it? You know, recent speculation has surfaced regarding a prediction made by a 16th century astrologer. Nostradamus suggesting a tumultuous future for Britain's King Charles in 2024 after his cancer diagnosis, which was discovered when he was undergoing treatment for an enlarged prostate. Royal observers speculated that King Charles might step down, either voluntarily or due to pressure related to his health. The revelation of King Charles's cancer diagnosis has left many questions unanswered, with Buckingham Palace withholding details regarding the cancer type and stage. This lack of transparency has fueled both concern and speculation about the monarch's health and the potential implications for the British monarchy in his renown. Nostradamus seemingly forecasted the monarch's downfall, including potential abdication or forced removal. Nostradamus predicted the potential abdication of a king and the rise of an unexpected successor, which now seems to echo the current situation involving King Charles and Prince Harry. The ancient prophet said the King of the Isles would be driven out by force and would be replaced by one who will have no mark of a king before that. He accurately predicted Queen Elizabeth II's passing at around the age of 96, a prophecy that aligned with Buckingham Palace's announcement of King Charles III's diagnosis following his mother's demise in 2022. However, the question of how Prince Harry, who has shown little interest in royal duties, would end up as king remains unanswered. The royal family has faced its fair share of scandals in recent years. However, the one that garnered the most headlines and caused papers and tabloids across the world to go nuts was Prince Harry's exit from the royal family and the fallout thereafter. Despite his decision to pull back from his duties, many wonder if Prince Harry could still rule as king, as is his birthright. Otherwise known as birthright privilege, Prince Harry is fifth in line for the throne. In the instance of Charles's death, Prince William Charles's firstborn son is next in line for the throne. If something were to happen to William Harry, still wouldn't be next in line, as that would be William's firstborn Prince George, then Princess Charlotte, and finally Prince Louis. If William were to abdicate, which is highly unlikely, and George was still under 18, then it's a different question. The role of regent means a person who governs a kingdom. In the minority, absence or disability of the sovereign would then perhaps go to Harry until George was old enough to take on his royal duties. Nostradamus predicting Harry would become his successor seems unlikely, but we will never know what will happen after. It actually happens. Continue with a prediction about a huge famine brought on by a wave of pestilence. First, we talk about the famine if we put Nostradamus's prophecy next to what the Bible teaches. You will see the coincidence that they both mention femina back to the past. Israel occupied the rocky highlands of Canaan, the area of present-day Jerusalem and the hills to the north of it, rather than fertile coastal plains even in the best of years. It took enormous effort to coax sufficient sustenance out of the ground. The rainy seasons were brief. Any precipitation less than normal could be devastating across the ancient Near East drought, and famine were feared in the 13th century BC. Nearly all of the Eastern Mediterranean civilizations collapsed because of a prolonged drought in the book of Deuteronomy. God proclaims that if Israel obeys the laws, the Lord will open for you his bounteous store, the heavens, to provide rain for your land in season disobedience. However, will have the opposite effect. The skies above your head shall be copper, and the earth under you iron. The Lord will make the rain of your land. Dust and sand shall drop on you from the sky until you are wiped out to ancient Israelites. There was no such thing as nature as we understand it today, and no such thing as a chance if things were good. It was because God was happy if things were going badly. It was because the deity was angry about a national catastrophe like famine. The sin had to lie either with the entire people or with the monarchs who represented them, and it was the task of prophets and oracles to determine. The divine wrath famine was perceived as both retribution and opportunity, a punishment for transgressions, yet a chance for repentance and transformation. For instance, in the annals of Solomon's wisdom, during the inauguration of the temple in Jerusalem, he beseeches God for forgiveness, envisioning a future where famine-stricken Israel might turn to the newly sanctified temple for mercy. Similarly, recounted in the book of Samuel, Israel endures a 3-year famine during the reign of David, its greatest king. When David seeks the cause, he learns of the sins of his predecessor Saul, turning famine into both a consequence of disobedience and a catalyst for a more faithful future. The waves of pestilence, often associated with Nostradamus' prophecies, are believed by many to foretell calamitous events, such as deadly earthquakes. Exploring these verses, we encounter the admonition not to be alarmed by wars and rumors thereof, as they are but the beginning of birth pains. The New Testament parallels this sentiment, suggesting that these trials signify the onset of the last days. Yet, Revelation depicts even more cataclysmic earthquakes during the tribulation, challenging the interpretation of ordinary seismic activity as a harbinger of the end. Nostradamus' predictions, couched in metaphorical and cryptic language, have inspired interpretations ranging from the specific to the vague. Some assert their accuracy, citing instances like the death of Henry II or the rise of Napoleon, while others attribute their perceived fulfillment to the inherent ambiguity of the prophecies. Nonetheless, the debate persists, fueled by the enigmatic nature of Nostradamus' writings and the tendency of historical events to align, however loosely, with his predictions. Venturing back nearly a century, visionary minds of 1924 dared to envisage the world of 2024. From David Wark Griffith's hopeful vision of cinema fostering global understanding to Leo Hendrik Baekeland's dire warnings of futuristic weaponry's potential to annihilate humanity, these forecasts spanned a spectrum of optimism and apprehension. British politician Kingsley Wood anticipated significant advances in longevity, envisioning a future where living to 100 would be commonplace, and 75-year-olds deemed comparatively youthful. Meanwhile, Joseph Paul Day foresaw radical transformations in urban life, with dirigibles and airplanes revolutionizing daily commutes and bridging the gap between city centers and suburbs. In the realm of technology, Archibald Montgomery Lowe speculated on wireless communications potential, presaging capabilities akin to modern-day internet transactions and criminal identification systems. Similarly, Frank L. Ferraro envisioned a societal shift towards gender equality, anticipating women in positions of power and authority, even leading armies into battle. From the architectural foresight of Ben Boren, foreseeing multi-tiered roadways and subterranean freight systems, to the cultural predictions of Rufus Bernhard von Klein-Smid, describing a physically and spiritually vibrant girl of tomorrow, these prophetic voices collectively reflect the hopes, fears, and aspirations of their time. As we reflect on these past visions of the future, we are reminded of the inherent uncertainty in prognostication. While some forecasts may align with reality, others veer wide of the mark, serving as testament to the complexity of human progress and the unpredictable course of history. In the end, whether we find ourselves amidst the fulfillment of prophecy or in the midst of unforeseen developments, the passage of time remains the ultimate arbiter of truth. The wrath of nature. Baba Vanga's prophetic insights into the wrath of nature have gained renewed attention as the world grapples with increasingly severe weather events and natural disasters in 2024. A recent study has shed light on the alarming trend of global heat waves, revealing a 67% increase in frequency compared to 4 decades ago. Notably, these heat waves are not only occurring more frequently but also intensifying, with the highest temperatures recorded during these events rising significantly. The affected area under a heat dome has expanded, exacerbating the impact on communities worldwide. Moreover, the duration of these heat waves has extended over the years, from an average of 8 days during the period from 1979 to 1983, to 12 days from 2016 to 2020, according to the study's findings. This prolonged exposure to extreme heat poses significant challenges for vulnerable populations and underscores the urgent need for climate action. The World Meteorological Organization has echoed these concerns, warning of a high probability that 2024 will be another record-hot year, further exacerbating the impacts of climate change on our planet. Amidst these escalating climate challenges, Baba Vanga's prediction of an orbital change that could unleash devastating natural disasters takes on added significance. While interpretations of such prophecies vary, the increasing frequency and severity of extreme weather events highlight the urgent need for proactive measures to mitigate and adapt to the impacts of climate change. From strengthening infrastructure to implementing sustainable practices, collective action is essential to safeguarding communities and ecosystems in the face of nature's wrath. As we confront the realities of a changing climate, the wisdom of Baba Vanga's warnings serves as a sobering reminder of the fragility of our planet and the imperative to prioritize environmental stewardship for future generations. By heeding these insights and taking decisive action, we can strive to build a more resilient and sustainable world for all. Other prediction. Baba Vanga's enigmatic predictions for 2024 encompass a wide array of intriguing possibilities that capture the imagination and spark curiosity. Among these predictions, the anticipation of receiving messages from space stands out as a beacon of hope for those eager to make contact with extraterrestrial beings. While it may seem like the stuff of science fiction, the prospect of an intergalactic conversation holds immense fascination for many. Another compelling prophecy revolves around the emergence of a mysterious force symbolized by a dragon. Whether this signifies a new world power, an unprecedented natural phenomenon, or the ascendancy of artificial intelligence remains shrouded in mystery, prompting speculation and anticipation. Furthermore, Baba Vanga's prediction concerning former President Donald Trump and a mysterious ailment adds an intriguing twist to the political landscape, hinting at potential developments that could reshape the trajectory of global politics. The prophecy regarding the death of a young leader who catalyzes the downfall of an old empire raises questions about its potential significance in current events, particularly in light of recent political upheavals. Moreover, Baba Vanga's warnings of political turmoil extend to the highest echelons of power, with predictions of dangers facing Russian President Vladimir Putin and potential trials in Europe. These forecasts underscore the volatility of global geopolitics and the precarious nature of leadership in the modern world. Amidst these political uncertainties, Baba Vanga also foresaw the looming threat of catastrophic consequences stemming from climate change, underscoring the urgent need for collective action to address environmental challenges. On the horizon of medical advancements, hope shines bright with the prospect of a cure for cancer, offering solace to millions grappling with this devastating disease. Additionally, the emergence of quantum computing promises a revolution in technology, ushering in a new era of innovation and progress. In parallel to Baba Vanga's predictions, the prophecies of Nostradamus for 2024 also paint a vivid picture of the future. Foreseeing Putin's leadership facing challenges in the year of the dragon and China's ascent to unprecedented prominence, Nostradamus' insights offer a complementary perspective on the unfolding events of the world. Baba Vanga's cryptic prophecies for 2024 delve into a realm of intrigue and uncertainty, offering glimpses into a future marked by scientific marvels and global transformations. Among these predictions, the concept of undisclosed printing of organs emerges as a tantalizing possibility, envisioning a world where 3D printers churn out organs alongside the morning newspaper. revolutionizing organ transplantation as we know it. Furthermore, the rise of artificial intelligence takes center stage, with Nostradamus foretelling a future where AI transcends its current capabilities to become integral to everyday life, from diagnosing diseases to brewing the perfect cup of coffee. This technological revolution promises both innovation and disruption, reshaping industries and societal norms alike. Another enigmatic prophecy revolves around a charismatic young leader rising in Western Europe, wielding narrative power akin to Shakespeare and influencing geopolitical landscapes. The ambiguity surrounding this prediction invites speculation about the individual's impact on the world stage and the direction of European politics. However, amidst the anticipation of scientific breakthroughs and technological advancements, Baba Vanga's warnings about impending natural disasters and political upheavals serve as sobering reminders of the fragility of human existence and the unpredictability of the future. From the prospect of messages from space to the ominous echoes of past tragedies, her prophecies offer a tapestry of possibilities that both captivate and unsettle the human imagination. As we navigate the complexities of the present and peer into the uncertain terrain of the future, the prophecies of Baba Vanga serve as a catalyst for contemplation and introspection. They prompt us to question our assumptions, reevaluate our priorities, and ponder the implications of our collective actions on the course of history. In the face of looming challenges and unforeseen possibilities, Baba Vanga's prophecies offer both cautionary tales and beacons of hope. They remind us of the profound interconnectedness of humanity and the natural world, urging us to tread carefully and cultivate a deeper sense of empathy and compassion for one another. At the heart of Baba Vanga's prophecies lies a profound truth. The future is not set in stone, but shaped by the choices we make in the present. While her predictions may tantalize and intrigue, they ultimately serve as a reminder of our agency and responsibility in shaping the world we inhabit. As we journey forward into the unknown, let us draw inspiration from the wisdom of the past, the insights of the present, and the possibilities of the future. And let us approach the mysteries of the future with humility, curiosity, and a sense of wonder, embracing the journey with open hearts and minds. In the end, whether Baba Vanga's prophecies come to fruition or fade into obscurity, their enduring legacy lies in the profound questions they provoke, in the profound truths they reveal about the human condition and the nature of existence itself. As we come to the end of this exploration into the prophecies of Baba Vanga and the enigmatic visions of Nostradamus, we are left with a tapestry of possibilities, a mosaic of potential futures that both intrigue and unsettle us. From the promise of scientific breakthroughs to the specter of global upheaval, these prophetic glimpses into the future offer a window into the complexities of the human experience and the ever-evolving landscape of our world. Yet, amidst the uncertainty and ambiguity, there is a profound truth that emerges. The future is not predetermined, but shaped by the collective actions and choices of individuals and societies. Each decision we make, each path we choose to follow, has the power to influence the course of history and shape the destiny of generations to come. In the face of daunting challenges and daunting uncertainties, it is easy to feel overwhelmed or disheartened. But let us not forget that within each challenge lies an opportunity for growth, for resilience, and for transformation. Let us harness the power of our collective imagination and creativity to forge a future that is just, equitable, and sustainable for all. As we bid farewell to the mysteries of prophecy and the allure of the unknown, let us carry with us a sense of wonder, a spirit of inquiry, and a commitment to shaping a future that reflects the best of humanity's aspirations and ideals. And let us remember that ultimately, the greatest prophecy of all lies within ourselves, the capacity to dream, to envision, and to create a world of beauty, possibility, and hope. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery. May the wisdom of the ages guide us, the light of knowledge illuminate our path, and the spirit of curiosity inspire us to continue seeking truth, understanding, and meaning in our ever-unfolding journey through time and space.